Hello.
Hi.
Nice. For
Hi,
the for the many viewers at home, aka my mum, um, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Graeme. Now living in Stirling. I'm still used to getting to say that one, to be honest with you. Still want to say Airdrie, but sadly can't anymore. The glasses are off. And here comes the follow-up hill. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah. It makes it a bit distracting to kind of try and talk with yourself and hear something like that.
I've got a torch. Oh, where's the torch?
All I can hear is a pure echo of you talking.
Okay, I think it's out of batteries.
Yeah, the voice changer is not going to work on this.
It's definitely going to fall. The reason for you being here today is this is a reunion of sorts. I'm pretending I've not saw you in so long with this lockdown. Oh, that makes it look as if we're breaking the rules. Oh, I'll look at that hair. Not that I was cutting your hair at any point. So, I really wanted to speak about the old days with you.
Alright.
Can you see this spot? It's fucking disgusting.
Look at that from the old days, man. That's been a while you've had that.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. That's really strong daddy juice. So, yeah. Let's talk music. I go on clicking this pen. I'm going to stop. I've got a list of questions here that I'm going to ask you.
Awesome. It'd be really good if you sent me them beforehand. Then, I'd been prepared.
Oh, but this makes it even better because now you won't be prepared, and it'll be really, really fun. Firstly, do you remember the name of the band?
Which name? Because we had about 3, if I remember right.
How many can you name?
We started off as Please Mind the Gap. That lasted for about 3 days, which you forgot about, so I've just scored myself bonus points.
See, I remember 2 of them. And I totally forgot about that.
Forgot about that one.
Oh.
Because we had that for 3 days.
Please mind the gap.
And we found out that there was actually already a weird sort of child's entertainment band or something with that name.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's so amazing.
So, yeah, I remember that one. I can't remember what one we were after that. Because I know we had This Way Up in the 2-year rule, and I'm pretty sure it was in that order.
I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure we ended our amazing careers with the 2-year rule. So it would have been Please Mind the Gap for 3 days, then This Way Up.
Please Mind the Gap, This Way Up. Because I'm pretty sure we done This Way Up and we found out the same thing of someone else had the name.
Yeah, it was like a weird ska band, I think, if I remember right.
Yeah, something like that.
And we weren't ska.
No, we were not.
However, we would have been amazing in ska. Cool. Next. So obviously the 2-year rule, This Way Up, Please Mind the Gap. From now on, because we ended on those terms, we'll just call it the 2-year rule. Because I think that's what we're most known by. Everyone knew it by the 2-year rule. Now, we all played covers. And it was like proper guilty pleasure covers. So, what was your favourite?
See, I'd forgotten about one of them up until earlier on. Not that we were talking earlier on.
I not told you. If it was on Facebook, it was Messenger. Or
yeah, that's okay. That's fine. We're allowed to do that, aren't we? That's
I think so.
2 meters apart, as long as you're doing that.
2 meters away from your phone.
Yep, it's easy. Big stick. Okay. Works well. But I'd say the best one, I think because I can remember it more, would have to be the TikTok cover by Kesha.
Do you know, I was just thinking about that, and luckily for you, beside me, I've got my trusty guitar, and I still remember the bass line. I think was it like. Oh, maybe I don't.
I don't remember either, brother. But I didn't play the music a bit.
Classic.
Awesome.
See, I really, and obviously you forgot about this one, I really, really, really enjoyed Friday by Rebecca Black. It was
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm pretty sure it was more my favourite, but I just can't remember exactly how we played it. I was trying to remember it earlier on, and I think I do, but I don't know if it's just me rewriting it the way I would like it to be now.
Do you know what else we covered? I totally forgot up until now.
What?
Dear
Sorry,
Maria.
I'm just copying your short face there.
Dear Maria. All Time Low.
Yeah.
I forgot that
Can't play
existed.
that anymore though, because like the cough that comes in at the start, everyone runs away. I think you've got the Rona, so.
I can't remember how it went. I remember the chorus, but that's about it. And then there's like a biggie for me, right? Now, this is going to come back in a few minutes. So, we played a gig, and I'm not going to name names, we won't name drop, but certain people came to see us, and then we ended up playing a gig with them where they basically played our set. Do you remember this?
Slightly. There's something vaguely familiar about it.
So, we played in the Classic Grand.
Yeah.
And it was your mum's birthday.
Yeah, I can remember that one.
And I remember that because I had the wee wireless kit and I walked out into the audience up to your mum because we sang happy birthday to her. But I'm not going to name any names, but there was a band that came to watch, and I'm going to say Airdrie because it will remind you of home. And we ended up playing with that band, Airdrie, funnily enough, and they played near enough our set that we played at the Classic Grand.
That was really subtle. That's all I can say.
That was so subtle. And the one that I remember.
It wasn't like anyone knows and not gonna really know that joke. So I'm pretty sure they're still going as well.
Yeah, I think they are. But we played
yeah.
the.
Oh yeah, I can remember. Oh my god, mind that.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I'm not adding that to my playlist for drums tomorrow. But...
We were both trying to outdo each other, us and some kids. Funny thing is, I ended up working with one of them. Maybe like last year, I had a job and one of them was there, and it was awkward.
I can imagine it would
be. Okay, now here's something, right? Because this is one of the questions that I've got on my little sheet of paper here. Okay. So we had one original song.
Okay.
Do you remember the name of it?
That face was pretty much used to me. I don't remember.
Oh, so you don't remember the name of it?
No, actually, I really don't.
So
it was years ago. Can we quickly point out how many years ago this must have been?
Oh, when was it?
Because I'm trying to think. Had I even been in DYB by that point?
No.
I don't think so. So we're going back 10 years, maybe more at least.
Well, Creation was still up and going.
Yeah, that was.
And they've been gone for almost a decade, probably.
It must be about 10 years. Because I'm pretty sure the tour with DYB was about 8 years ago. So it must be 9-10 years at least.
That's quite scary, to be honest.
That is, mate. That is.
Holy shit. Cool. Yeah, so we did have an original song. I'll let you off, right? Because I don't even know if we ever played it. I think we played it at one gig. Which will make...
we were mostly covers at that kind of stage because everyone seemed to be doing that. That was kind of the fashion at that time.
It was called Long Road Home.
Oh, wait, yeah. I do slightly remember it. It was a bit of a kind of slower-ish song, wasn't it?
Well, I still play it to this day. Another guitar one. It went... Wait, how did it go? Something like that. I remember the chords.
Was that the one that we done? I thought, or was that something different? Just slightly.
I'm sure.
The first couple of notes, I was really like, I slightly remember it.
I'm sure it was. We're going to come back to it, right? Because it's going to bring back something in a second for you, right? However, okay. I've got other questions, not from myself, but from someone else who has helped me out here because I said, listen, I need to ask Graeme questions and I don't know what to ask him. So she wrote down some questions on my notepad of amazing questions here.
Nice. Can you hold it up for a bit longer so I can read?
2 seconds actually. Aye.
Drummers can't read.
I just realised it's going to be backwards, isn't it? Is it backwards?
No, it's actually the right way around. I thought I would have flipped it through.
It's backwards on my screen. So the fans. What? Oh wow! Spin on it, mate.
Spin on it.
So the fans would like to know when did you start playing drums and why?
Yeah, the why bit's always funny. When I would have been first year at school, so I don't even know how many years ago that is now. I don't know if I want to count.
Were you a year below me, or were you? You were just a year below me.
I was a year below you.
So I started school in 2004, which was
15 years then? 16 for you.
60.
Aye. Oh, wow, that hot. That really hot, I have to say.
Aye, jeez.
I'm going to drink more juice now, I think.
Get some daddy's juice?
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, so 15 years ago, because I kind of started playing just before high school, but I didn't really know what I was doing all that much. It was things that my brother knew.
Mm-hmm.
But I really more wanted to, I tried to play guitar, first of all, since I was in like early primary.
And we all saw how that went.
And then, yeah, I could get that. After that, I then tried bass as well, thinking there's less strings, that'll be easier. You know, slightly got it, but didn't really get it either.
Who plays bass?
Yeah, who does that? Can't hear them anyway, so it's alright. I'm kidding, jokes out.
Do you remember when you came to see me at the Classic Grand with Alavano and like the bass amp blew up and I was like, I came off stage and I was like, oh wait, did you see what happened there? And you're like, no, I didn't notice, no.
Bassist jokes, they'll never die.
Wow.
So yeah, basically, like, I then got to drums like when I was in high school, in first year, where it was like the whole class goes on, sits in a drum kit in front of everyone, has to play like, the bit you've been hitting away on wee pads, and it turns out I was really good at it, so then kind of stuck with it, because it was an instrument I could play. Pretty much, that's kind of where we got for that one. I didn't really want to play drums, but it grew on me, I have to say.
Well, that leads me to the next thing, and I feel like you've already answered it, but our fan wants to know, can you play any other instruments?
Not even a wee bit.
Do you know what you do play amazingly, though?
Your heart.
Yep. I was going to say the Beatles rock band. Do you remember those days?
I'm good at Guitar Hero. Any kind of rock band or Guitar Hero guitar, but I'm awesome.
I remember when we were like young, and I don't even know what age we were, but we were young and we would always go up to your house and it would always be the Beatles rock band. It would set like the drums up and whoever was on drums, right, they were on drums, but then whoever was on like the guitar or bass or whatever, whoever was doing Paul McCartney also had to do the vocals.
Oh yeah.
Those were the days, man.
That was brilliant, man. I actually really miss Guitar Hero. Like, it is so underrated. See if that came back now, oh, you've got it as well. I hate you because I want to play it. I miss that noise.
Party at my house when lockdown's over.
Yes. I genuinely think that if they re-released that, it would be awesome. It would sell so much.
Well, there's something just in case the makers of Guitar Hero or Rock Band or what looking remake it, bring out a new one.
His little characters.
Exactly. Here's one for you. So, 2-year rule, obviously, we must have split up about, a decade ago. So, the big question on everyone's lips, when's the reunion?
Tomorrow.
Class, obviously.
We're actually going to be at the end of lockdown party. We're going to, come in on, a rolling sort of stage. It's going to be controlled by a wee remote kind of thing. We need somebody to still control it. That's the only thing that's holding us back. But we're actually going to, burst down the doors to Downing Street.
Well, that leads me to the next point. If we're going to reunite tomorrow, the next question was if we'd done the 2-year rule, if taking into account obviously everything that happened in the past, not that anything bad happened, but obviously we've done it before. If we'd done it now, what would you have done differently?
Not have you in it. I'm kidding. Interview's over.
Aye.
10 points for me. Oh, he's back. The joke was there, it had to be taken.
Yeah, it was worth it.
Like, in all seriousness, like, if we had to do something different, we'd probably be like, take it a bit more serious. Obviously, at that time we were young, it was just cool to be in a band kind of thing. It was genuinely just sat and played covers with our friends, pretty much, with that one.
I mean,
but we do take it a lot more serious, obviously, like, get people in the band that were really all into the same genre, not have the whole classic genre argument of covering 5 different kinds of styles, you know.
I think that's what was good about us, because all the songs we were covering were all just like top 40 hits, you know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty much. The majority of them were all quite sort of, we stayed mostly within the sort of pop punk kind of thing.
We actually covered Blink-182 as well, didn't we? We done Feeling This?
We done Feeling This, yeah.
Oh, class.
We covered Blink when I was in the band, let's say.
That's funny. Well, that takes us to the next thing. So, obviously, if we did do it just now, so I'm really sorry about this chair, by the way, it's a very squeaky chair, I'm trying not to move.
Okay.
If we did do it now, obviously we're going to because we're reuniting tomorrow, what would be top of your list to cover right now?
Ooh. Staying in our kind of theme of kind of poppy songs would have to be that Dance Monkey song by Tones and I.
Nice one.
Would be a really fun one, I think.
See, I was thinking, picture this, right? We're playing our big reunion gig, the lights go out, right? Black stage. All you hear is the Walmart kid doing his yodeling. Then we come out on stage and we hit out with Old Town Road. Gonna take my heart, gonna you know?
The only way we're doing that is if at some point we can get in the chorus from that Somebody Come Get Her song.
Okay, we can do this.
You know, she's dancing like a lady who likes to take her clothes off.
Yes.
I don't know why, as if I can't say stripper on this, like, as if that was a bad word.
Well, I'll be honest, obviously, I'm not eligible for monetisation anyway. Fuck it.
Fuck this shit. Wait, do you mean I'm not getting paid? What?
Yeah, sorry. Do you remember? Now, I find this really funny, right? Because this...
The 21st night in September.
I hate you so much.
See, I was really annoyed. I wanted to blame that on my internet, but it just took me a second to remember the next line.
This next question totally contradicts the question that comes after it, right? But you'll understand why. How many gigs did we play? This is more of a quiz here.
It was Classic Grand at home. I get the feeling we played another one in town as well. Played one in Creation. But I think that was a different band, technically, was it not? Or was it the same band?
That was the same band, aye.
Because we had, obviously, a many number of different lineups. Because we had Ryan, who was from Annihilation, was it?
Yeah, Annihilation,
yeah,
aye.
I've been a singer for a while. I remember we had your friend from college at Camaria or something playing bass at one point. We had Blair Duddy in the band as well.
Oh, Duddy!
With my pal Cookie in the band at one point. Does that mean like I know how many different lineups? So I'm like trying to actually remember which band it was.
Yeah, so
but they are the same one. So I'm gonna go with, I can definitely remember of 3 that I can remember playing. But I get a feeling I've missed 1 or 2, so I'm gonna say 4.
See, I was sure it was only 3. As far as I was concerned, we'd done Creation, and then a few weeks later we'd done Classic Grand, and then we'd done the At Home Centre. And the At Home Centre one came ages after the Classic Grand one because we used that as the reunion.
Oh yeah, actually it was 3. I was saying 4 because I thought I'd missed 1, so I was trying to get it right.
So,
you know, I'm a perfectionist. But yeah, so we done the one in Creation. That was with Ryan singing, and that was one that was sort of kind of a smallerish kind of one. I'm pretty sure because it was just sort of a wee midday kind of one.
Okay, stop there.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to say anything, I just want you to stop. No, I'm joking. So, because you're about to answer the next question, right? Because this is
Alright.
like where it pure contradicts itself, right? So we played 3 live gigs, but over those 3 live gigs, we had 4 singers in total.
Oh,
Can you name them?
yes. Frank Annihilation, Brendan McGrady, and we had Scott McComish and Darren. I can't remember his second name. Purdy or something like that.
I'm sure it's Darren Purdy, aye.
Um,
Really sorry if
um,
you're watching, Darren.
sorry, Dan. Well,
It's Darren that I
Darren.
always remember. I don't know why, but I always remember we said our classic saying, and Darren found it so funny. And I remember him sitting in creation at a table, being like, "Sniff my denim." I was like, "That's our thing. That's us."
Yeah, he stole that. He was a lot bigger than us, so I wasn't going to tell him that.
Yeah, he could keep it if he
He's
wants.
still a lot bigger than us. Love you, Dan.
He was older than us, but because Ryan, I'm going to say Ryan bailed, but like in a nice way. Ryan had commitments going into the Classic Grand gig, so he couldn't play it. So he ended up leaving. Like it was like a week or something like that before that, which is another reason why we only done covers. So like the way I remember it anyway was Creation. We played that gig, but we didn't. We played that was where we played the one original, and it was more kind of hard rocking then because I don't know if you remember we covered Nickelback at that gig and we covered The Darkness, Love Is Only a Feeling.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember what Nickelback song it was now.
I want to say It's Something in Your Mouth.
I think it was, yeah.
It's the one that goes because that's on there, but it's in drop D, so it's not going to sound right. But it's the one that goes like. It's not going to sound right in drop D.
Definitely doesn't sound right. Fix that tune, boy.
I went too low.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that. Is it still badly out of tune? Daddy's Juice is really getting to me. That one. And then we played Love Is Only a Feeling and stuff.
Yeah.
What I can't remember, and I feel terrible about it, because Ryan sang and played guitar. You played drums. At that point, I played guitar. Who played bass for that gig?
So I really hope whoever it was isn't still really friends with us and is getting up watching this.
See, for some reason, like I feel like I remember Ross Clement being in the band, but I don't think he ever was.
No, he was just at the gig because the band he was in. Pretty sure it was Define the Signs.
Maybe
We're also playing that gig. I thought you were the bassist there, were you not?
But then who was playing guitar?
I don't know.
There was definitely. Was it not Kamaria?
I don't know if she was in it that early on. I really
No.
don't.
Me neither. It wasn't Duddy, was it? Duddy didn't come back at the end, did he? I feel like I weirdly remember Duddy doing it, but I don't know.
It may have been Duddy. If it is, sorry, Duddy.
Duddy as well? Oh, man. I feel really bad if it's Duddy.
Duddy's a lad.
Think he is. When's the last time you heard from Duddy?
I don't know. Whatever, but he's still a lad.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. And then we done the Classic Grand, which was with Scott and Darren. No Ryan, me on guitar, you on drums.
Maria played at that point.
Was Kamaria with us at that point? Aye.
I'm pretty sure she was, yeah.
And then that led us up to the last gig, which was...
Duddy was in the same band at the time as her, though. So I'm pretty sure Duddy played that gig as well.
What did Kamaria do?
She played bass.
What did Duddy do?
Duddy played guitar as well, man.
Oh.
All your guitarists and bassists are the same. You've all got this complex when you play bass that you have to play guitar.
Nice one. And then that led us to the very last gig, which was me and you, obviously, the only 2 people that stayed this full time. Big Brendan on lead vocals. And do you remember the full time he didn't know any of the words, and he always had the phone, and he was reading the lyrics on the phone at the gig.
There was only one or two songs
I
that
loved
had
it.
that, but I can still remember there was a picture of him actually just sitting in that home stage pure with a microphone up with his phone out. But see, be fair to him, man,
Happy
like,
birthday.
fair play for actually doing that.
Oh, it was so much late
100%,
notice.
man. Like, imagine going up, like, playing your guitar part and having the sheet music sitting in front of you.
Like, the thing about that one is it was like such late notice, and like Brendan had never sang like on stage or anything like that before. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
never done any kind of band work before.
but I was like so like he's a fantastic singer. Like he's actually amazing. Like,
Oh yeah.
and then obviously Duddy came back for that gig as well. And the one thing that I always remember was Duddy used my bass at that gig, and the strap came off. And I always just remember him sitting on the edge of the stage, like playing the rest of the song, just sitting there with his legs just dangling off it.
Oh man, I missed that old simple.
But here's a big question: do you remember who played guitar at that gig?
You. I know, apart from you. Oh God, my memory's really bad. To
I
be
can't
honest.
believe you don't know this one. Like this one's a big one, and it was basically like obviously we've been best friends for a long time. Like since we're like I don't know, like I want to say it goes far back as primary school. I don't know. No, it wouldn't be. Would it be first year?
You're about second or third year, I think. For me, second or third year anyway.
I don't know. I feel like it was earlier. Like that's when the friendship properly started. But then obviously we'd met before that up at Curly Whirlies.
Oh. Aye, that's where we met. Then it was not long after we went into town.
Yeah.
And it was like a weekly thing. Go hang out in Central.
So it was always the two of us, which was fantastic. But then at one point there was a third person who became quite good friends with us, and they played guitar for us at the At Home Centre. And I can't believe you don't remember it because we all went down to London as well.
Oh, Neil.
Mhm.
Oh God, yeah.
Because remember Neil was in like his wife beater vest thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And then we all went down to London, which was lads' holiday,
Lads.
where we just went to Abbey Road and didn't do much.
Mine Barrow and Furnace.
Mother was right.
Mother was always right.
Then that's all the questions I've got for you.
That's great.
Do you have any questions for me?
Do you remember when we were in London and obviously we had to all share a bed? Like, I mean, the three of us. And there was that night where there were a lot of things shouted, and we thought if anyone next door can hear us, they're going to really wonder what's going on.
Wasn't shouted? Did we fall out?
No, wait, we all just kept kind of like hitting into each other. And at one point, somebody was like, get that away from me, and somebody else shouted, oh my arse. But the thing is, it was like none of it was in that way at all.
Oh, that was.
Somebody failed, and they were like, oh my arse, and you know.
I don't.
We lost it.
I don't know why, but the one thing that I always remember about that trip and sharing the bed, right, was I don't know why, but I remember at one point like everyone's feet was going. It's not even funny, but
the best part about it is that was basically supposed to be for my birthday. Was the excuse that we used for going down there. Really, it was a present that someone had bought for them, and then I was invited along. But we got to the hotel, and you two made me wait outside till you went and checked in, so you could then come and sneak me into the room because we didn't know if we were allowed 3 people in the room.
oh, that was funny because it was. I think Neil got it for his girlfriend at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was trying to avoid saying it, but
Yeah, that was. I don't know. It was fun though. It was a good lads' holiday. It wasn't even a lads' holiday. It was like the worst lads' holiday in history.
Right, we tried to go for a drink once, and because we were that stupid, we went into a pub in one of the main train stations, and wondered why it was like £6 for a single Jaeger bomb.
Oh.
We got a pint and it was about £6.50.
Oh, it was so
Tried
bad.
into the pint, refilled it. It was brilliant. But I love London.
See what to do for me once this is all over, right? Is send me a picture of us two if you have one. I'm sure I'll have one somewhere. I'm sure you probably got better ones though. send me a picture, and I'll put it up like here, like now. Put it in our diaries in 2020, 2-year road reunion.
If we ever get out of lockdown.
If we ever get out of lockdown.
Alright, amazing coronavirus song. Yeah.
I think that has been enough questions for you. So, yeah.
Been a blast.
I'm going to
As
stop
always.
the recording. Anything you want to say to the amazing fans at home before I stop this?
Aye. Stay safe.
Wash your hands.
Yeah. And other parts.
Yeah, totally.
You know.
Okay. And stop recording now. Oh wait, that's Discord. Ah!